When you think about it, first, first, real question. Does anyone really believe that what's going on in California is a natural disaster? Does anyone really believe that those are wildfires? I don't think nobody believes that. I mean, we just saw this in Hawaii. You know what I mean? And before that, I think in California again before that. You know what I mean? They seem to get hit by wildfires all the time. It's funny to me that, not funny like ha ha ha, but funny like that every time we seem to come up with an idea, to you know smart cities, or an idea for a new look to the city, how all of a sudden there's some kind of disaster. I mean, shit. Here at home, we're trying to, I guess, make cloud seeding illegal or ban it or something like that. I can't really recall what it was at the moment, but there's a lot of people who don't even believe in weather modification. Now, I'm seeing a lot of things about energy weapons and things of that nature, mapping, you know, stuff like that. And it's funny to me how these fires work, right? Um, we can, hmm, I mean, besides the stuff that's not burning up, or the areas that are not being affected, um, the fact that they don't have any water is wild as fuck. Now that shit wild. That shit wild. How you don't have no water? How how you don't have no water? And I mean, that's crazy. To me, it's like what's happening is not a coincidence. What's happening is not an accident. What's happening was a plan. We planned on burning this down, and whatever happens, happens. Like whatever, North Carolina. What that was recently, North Carolina or South Carolina. We're gonna flood you out, or we're gonna burn you out. I mean, it is what it is, because no matter what people believe or don't believe, um, the government is going to do what it wants to do. Um, there's a plan, and they want to see that plan through, right? You've seen that with the pandemic, pandemics. You see that with um, vaccinations. You see that with, with pretty much everything, right? They're going to do what they want to do. Doesn't matter how you feel about it. Doesn't matter what you think about it. Long as there's money in it, or a way for people to make money, they're gonna go along with it. People. One thing you learn about life, one thing you learn in life, and you learn about people, is people will find a way to excuse any and everything. It doesn't matter what it is. People find a way to excuse it. People make excuses for everything under the sun. They're no matter how evil or vile or disgusting it may be, people will find a way to make an excuse for it. People will find a way to, what's the word I'm looking for? Um, hmm, People will find a way to rationalize it. People will find a way to make it acceptable. That's what people do. I mean, once you get the masses involved, it's like some MK Ultra brainwashing shit. You know how people just follow crowds. So once you get a crowd of people leaning one way, um, or on the bandwagon one way, it's pretty easy to get those who don't want to be, outcast, I guess, or looked at a certain way on that bandwagon. And they would do whatever they need to do to fit in. That's just people. People at their core, they just want to be a part of something. Doesn't really matter what it is. Most people just want to be a part of something. They want to be a part of some kind of group. They want to fit in. You know what I mean? You have a few people who don't care nothing about none of that, but it's not that many. You know what I mean? The majority of people want to fit in. They want to be in with the in crowd. You learn this throughout school. You know what I mean? Um, um, yeah, throughout school, people want to be popular. People want to be liked. You know what I'm saying? And people would do anything for that. I mean, it's weird. It's kind of sad. It shows you where our society is when it comes to our when it comes to social norms and behavior patterns and things of that nature. People, what people are mentally, a lot of people are mentally weak. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't stand alone. A lot of people can't even make up their own mind. You know what I mean? Um, so, so you shouldn't be shocked by anything you see. You shouldn't be shocked by anything said. You shouldn't be shocked by the excuses people make. I mean, people can justify the murders of pretty much anybody. People justify all kind of things, and this is for the greater good, supposedly. This is for a better life or a better future, or you know, when it comes to mass casualty events, people always find a way to, you know, find a ray of sunshine in that. You know what I mean? So, you moved on to a better world, the afterlife. It's better than here. Got to be better than here. That's why people believe in life after death, no matter how you die. You know what I'm saying? Even when a child dies, or you know, people always find a way to, you know, put a band-aid on it. So yeah, I mean, it's life. Um, Things happen. A lot of stuff happens unnecessarily. You know what I mean? Um, so when I see a whole state basically burning down, um, I just be like, damn, what's next? You know what I mean? It's just like some Total Recall, Demolition Man type shit. You know what I mean? Because they put everything in movies first. So I think with the censorship and with with the with the chips readers and things like that, it just made me think of old movies I seen growing up. You know what I mean? So Terminator and shit like that. You know a lot of the movies that people looked at but didn't really look at. There's a message in everything. You know what I mean? There's always going to be a resistance, but at this time the resistance is being stomped out. You feel me? The resistance are the people that you look at as conspiracy theorists and nut jobs. You feel me? Disruptors, I guess, or whatever you want to call them. But I'm pretty sure at this point that nobody is looking at this fire and being like, damn, somebody must have threw a cigarette in the woods, because only you know what I mean? Or something like that, or a lightning struck, or People should know by now. Like, listen, man, they burning all this up. When it's some land they want, or it's an area they want to revitalize, or whatever you want to call it, they'll find a way to make a natural disaster happen. So just be on the lookout for that. So if you ever find yourself in the area and they're mapping it out and they feel like, they can do something better with it, just if you want to keep your life, you might want to leave that area. I mean, I'm just saying, some natural disasters aren't natural. Some terror attacks aren't terror attacks. Sometimes they just, you know, coordinated events carried out by our government and our world officials. You know what I mean? So sometimes you got to look at it for what it is. You know what I mean?